home. The big discussion point today is how to deal with sky toss. I can't guarantee that that's exactly what Andre is going to do, but I would be willing to bet pretty much all the money I have that he's going to be doing something like that. So it's pretty likely. I might have asked him to play sky toss. Maybe. So I was going to have Roddy play with us today. Rotterdam, unfortunately, said a little while ago that he would not be available. For those of you asking in chat, a little bit sad, but next time we'll get Roddy to play with us. We'll be watching this from Kane's point of view. Pink Zerg, top right, on Daybreak. And you said you like to play gasless 3-hatch style. That's kind of the, quote, Stefano style that we're so familiar with, right? 14 pool, 16 hatch, something like that?
Yeah, I go 15 pool just because 14, it's a little bit more economic.
How do you feel about hatch first?
Risky. If they can punish it with a cannon rush really, really easily, so you won't see many Zergs doing it. Unless they're confident in their ability to hold it off, or they know that the other person is just going to Nexus first. Like, I know when I play Minigun or somebody, I'm not afraid to hatch first just because I know he's a really, really standard player. He's not going to try to punish you most of the time. Yeah.
Cool. Very cool. So standard opening is what we're going to be seeing out of Kane here. I was going through your match history earlier today, and speaking of Minigun, I saw that he's taken a couple maps off you recently. What Protoss players do you feel represent the biggest challenge to you, and what play style do you think is the hardest to deal with?
Are you talking North America or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say Minigun is the best Protoss. Also, Puck is a pretty good Protoss, but they play completely different styles. And the play style I have the most trouble with is. I don't know if I have too much trouble with playstyles right now. I guess Sky Toss, if they're really good at defending, it can be hard, but for the most part, I feel really confident in my ZvP right now, so I'm not overly worried about any particular playstyle.
All right. Now, you haven't sent off any sort of drone scout, just letting your Overlord do that for you. Is that because this is a 2-player map and you know you're going to spot him?
Yeah. Yeah, on a 4-player map like Whirlwind, you have to be a little bit more careful because there's a possibility of 4-gate. So I like to drone scout on that map. But on Daybreak, your Overlord gets there in time to see if he's doing a gateway expand or anything like that.
And in this case, you can see that he has gone for a very fast Nexus. Looks like Nexus first. And Forge follow-up, so he looks nice and standard. You'll be taking your 3rd hatch pretty soon.
Yeah, I like to get my 2nd queen and then start my 3rd hatch at around 4:15, around there.
And that's something that most Zerg players should be really familiar with, as it has been standard in the matchup ever since, I don't know, 6 months ago in Wings of Liberty.
Yeah.
So
I see his probe here, so I'm just going to chase that down with the Zergling. He might come and try to deny the expansion from going down.
And he'll be a little bit annoying. Might even drop a pylon. Nope, he's just going to run away. So
yeah.
3rd hatch goes down without incident. And I always like to ask people, Kane, what do you like to be mindful of at certain points in the game? So here you are, you just taking your 3rd hatch. You know what he's doing. Is there anything that you're worried about at all right now?
If he tries to cannon rush my 3rd, but I'm pretty confident that he hasn't sent out another probe, and because I didn't see any, and just making sure that he's not hiding any probes around the map, really. So I have certain positions for my Overlord, so I can see stuff like this. And on this map, it's been played so much that I just know, like, exactly where each of my Overlords should go, really.
They're all positioned pretty nicely. The cool thing about Daybreak is it has those nice, cool blue boxes that tell you where to put your Overlords.
Yeah.
Everything's still looking pretty standard.
Yeah, I just checked my 3rd base just to make sure he wasn't cannon rushing me or anything like that. So I'm going to get my gases really, really soon here.
44 supply is when you're gassing, so this does kind of bring back memories of the old Spanishiwa style, if you remember that. Just saturating 2 bases and then gassing. But other than that, nothing too noteworthy. At what point do you feel like you want to sacrifice that Overlord and see what's going on in his base?
Probably around 7 minutes, somewhere around there. So I see he's moving out with the Mothership Core right now, which a lot of players like these days. So I didn't see a Stalker or anything though, so I'm not overly worried right now. But I haven't seen him take his natural gases yet, so I'm going to throw down a precautionary Roach Warren and also get a few lings. I'm just making like 6 lings right now or something.
Now, you haven't scouted his third base. Do you feel like it's unnecessary, or maybe you don't care if he takes a fast third?
I'm going to go in with my Overlord right now and just like... Okay, he's coming in with some Zealots right now. I'll be able to shut this down, but I'm sending my Overlord into his main right now, and if I don't see... Yeah, so I don't really see any gates or anything, so I'm pretty sure he's taking a third at this point. And so now I'm going to get... I'm going to drone up, take my other gases, and yeah, my Ling has seen his base now.
Yep. So upon seeing this third base, at what point do you say, all right, I need to get a fourth, I want to continue expanding, or are you content to just sit on 3 bases for a little while?
Once I get my gases and I have about 16 drones on each mineral line, I like to take my fourth, so that's about right now.
All right.
A little bit supply blocked right now, which is unfortunate, but...
It's always fun to talk while you play.
Yeah, oh well.
Mothership Core doing a good job of keeping you off those Zelnaga towers, keeping you in the dark a little bit.
Yeah, he's being really annoying with that. I'm also going to get another queen here, and I'm going to go in and scout what he's doing with the Overseer here. I have a Hydrogen going down right now, so as soon as I scout for sure what he's doing, I'll... So you see he's going Twilight Council. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a few Hydras. He might deny this base, but it's not the biggest deal because I'm going to be doing a timing anyway, so I don't really need it.
Okay. Hydra's on the way. Getting those Hydra upgrades, range, +1 attack as well.
So I'm just going to make like 16 Hydras or something like that, and go pressure his third a little bit. He's not going to be able to deny that, so... At the same time, I'm going to throw down my Spire and start my melee upgrades. So yeah, I have about 16 Hydras right now. And I'm just going to... Oh, he's moving out with Zealots.
It's a lot of Zealots, man. What do you think he's doing with his gas?
I saw that he had a Robotics and a Twilight Council. So... That does take a lot of gas. We'll see, though. Oh, shoot. But he has no units at home, which is nice for me.
Yeah, just a ton of Zealots.
Yeah. I'm not really worried about the War Prism because he's really distracted at home right now.
Oh, and the Immortal's gonna get caught.
I'm gonna kill his Forge, and my Queen actually killed his Worst Prism, which was a bit of a mistake by him. Right now I have my Spire just about finishing, and I accidentally brought a drone, but oh well.
That's okay, now you can build a hash in front of his natural.
Yeah, Manor Hash. So I have a lot of gas right now, so I'm gonna make as many Mutas as I can. I've done more than enough damage with this attack. And I've already pretty much saturated, well, not saturated, but I have a lot of drones at my fourth.
How important is it, do you feel, that you hit these mid-game timings and you do some damage to Protoss?
I would say that it's fairly important, just because you don't want to be stuck on a weird composition like Roach or like Hydraling for too long. Because it's really hard to do damage with Mutas if you don't do damage with Hydras.
Right. Oh, hello, Pylon.
Just because he can scout everything that you're doing and defend accordingly. So yeah, he has really not much right now, and these mutas should do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
He's making a lot of Stargates right now, but in that case, if the game went on, what I would do is I'd add in Corruptors along with that, and that would make it so that my Corruptors could take care of the Phoenix while my mutas could kill other stuff like the ground units.
Yeah, so immediately GGing when he sees the mutas. That was pretty straightforward thumping that you gave him. I'm gonna have you guys play one more for me.
For sure.
So we can see if he might make a couple of adjustments in his play, so we can get a little bit more of your thought process. We're just going to once again go back to Daybreak.